Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me here at the Fast Draft Method. It's your favorite film geek, MCH, dropping another video. I just want to personally thank you for stopping by, first and foremost. You have a ton of options, and you chose me. Thank you. That really means a lot. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey, welcome back. And if you like what you see, please, I would love it if you would like and subscribe and tell everybody you know. I am really trying to start a community here, and slowly but surely it's building, and I'm getting a ton of great feedback. So thank you for those who have spread the word, and to the others, come on, man, let's go. And if you stumbled upon this channel and thought, what is the Fast Draft Method? Great question. I'm glad you asked, and I'm happy to oblige. If you want to learn more about the Fast Draft Method and gain access to all of my screenwriting secrets, just type the link below, and that'll take you to a free video that will do a much better job explaining it than I would right here. Here's a pro tip. Make your intuition the muse. Now, this one might be a little woo-woo for some people, so if you have, let's call it a disinclination to manifestation, the law of attraction, activating higher consciousness, or that number right there, then just feel free to skip this post. No need to comment. You know what? I'll catch you on the next one. All right, friends, happy writing. Are they gone? Okay, so you know that voice you have inside you? The one that screams, run, when you see a dude in a goalie mask carrying a machete? Well, if you take away the adrenaline and the neoepinephrine and the unstoppable killer, there is a much quieter, more chill voice. You know, it doesn't scream, it doesn't judge. I mean, you know, it might gently suggest, hey, MCH, maybe tonight go with the carrot sticks and hummus instead of the chocolate cake. It's the same voice. That voice has been called everything from higher power to God voice, to your gut, to Superman. Yeah, that's what I call mine. But for clarity, I am going to refer to this whispering warrior as intuition. We all have it. And many think intuition or intuitive thinking is primarily activated when we shut off our minds and just feel. Or intuition is some sort of spidey sense, you know? Something doesn't feel right. And of course, we're correct. That's exactly what it is. But did you know that you can talk to it? Like actual conversations? Like ask questions and intuition will answer? I swear to God, or I swear to intuition. Woo-woo, how does this relate to screenwriting? Ha! Glad you asked. When we're writing, if we've done our homework and we apply the outline or the beat sheet, whatever your process is, and we apply that to the screenplay, right? And we know what's going to happen next, and we even know how the story ends. So by the time we're writing the actual script, we're basically just adding filler to the connected dots, right? Great. Fade out. So what happens when we get writer's block or we've written ourselves into a corner? You know, we get that slow panic that suddenly creeps in, and then writer's block morphs into imposter syndrome. What do we do then? It's simple. We just call upon the muse. Here's what I've discovered. When I write myself into a corner, which happens more often than I like to admit, you know, I can't figure out what's next. Maybe I missed something in the outlining phase, and or I was too focused on this thing over here to realize that now this whole other thing doesn't seem to work, right? So when I'm in this space, thinking my way out of it rarely works. My mind got me into trouble in the first place, right? At some point in the writing phase, I decided that logic would be the path of least resistance. And then I would get stuck. And I would go, well, you know what? I thought my way into this. I'm going to think my way out of it. And then I would sit in front of the computer and try to figure out or solve the problem. Well, here's the irony. The initial discovery that I had written myself into a corner came from my intuition. Something inside me went, wait a second, hey, MCH, this doesn't feel right. And that feeling prompted me to investigate. But instead of turning to my intuition for the solution, I would steamroller right over it with logic. And I tried to think my way to a solution. You seeing the pattern here? So now when I write myself into a corner and the muse reminds me that something's off, I ask. Yes, I literally say these words out loud. How can I correct this? How can I get this back on track? And then I listen. And then I do whatever the hell my intuition tells me to do. This is where it gets a little weird. Sometimes my intuition tells me to write things that seemingly make no sense at all. You know, things that appear to be antithetical, and yes, I almost said counterintuitive, to the screenplay, the story, or the character arc, but it's not. It's perfect. I just don't know it yet. There's a reason my intuition is telling me what to write. Just because it's not clear yet, well, that's a me problem. When I follow the muse and listen to my intuition, even if it appears to make no sense, eventually it does, 100% of the time. So the next time you feel stuck, just sit back, take a breath, let the thoughts buzz in your head, let them go. And when they've left your mind, ask the question. Then listen. And then write. Thank you, friends, so much for hanging out with me. If you are getting value from these posts, I would be very grateful if you would like and subscribe and tell your friends. You know, tell your friends that, hey, you know what? There's this film geek online who talks about this number right here. And if you know what this number is, you get it. And if you're curious about the fast draft method, just click the link below and it'll take you to a free video that will explain the fast draft method in detail and potentially give you access to all my screenwriting secrets. Once again, thank you so much, and until next week, happy writing, friends.